Hey everybody, this is Darryl Narbe. I just received a phone call, and I wanted to literally 5 minutes ago, and I wanted to do a video right off the bat to share this while it's fresh in my mind. About a month ago, maybe a little less, my father called me and told me that this woman who was a dear friend of my mother's, who was in her 80s, is in the hospital and not doing very well. Okay, this woman happened to be the mother of my first girlfriend, Sue, way back when we were little kids, like 8, 9 years old, 10 years old, 11 years old, whatever. But she was my first friend, my first best friend, my first non-related friend type of thing. So anyways, my dad's telling me, my dad always will give me the laundry list of who's sick, who's dying, who died type of thing, And she told me that Mrs. Owen was in the hospital and not doing real well. Well, as you know, we have the Christian prayer group and all that. And I said, oh, well, do you know how bad it is type of thing? And said that she's got a feeding tube. It doesn't look good. There's failures of organs and things like that. And her son, Richard, calls my dad once in a while and fills him in on her condition. My dad fills me in on her condition. So long story short, I get the phone number and I said, maybe I'll just give a call or talk to the hospital and find out if, not knowing her real status, if she has a phone, if she's accepting phone calls, not realizing she really is on a feeding tube and she is near death. And I happened to call to get the phone number and little information. They told me that, well, her son happens to be in the room. I know her son from years ago, not particularly real close, but, I knew that he was her son. So, long story short, I get in touch with him. He fills me in and all that. Well, as you know, we have the prayer group, and we prayed for Mrs. Owen, and a lot of people were praying for Mrs. Owen. Well, I get a phone call. Last I heard is she was doing the same, just, no worse, no better, and I don't want to say I forgot about it, but, other things came up, so I haven't asked too much about it. I get a phone call 5 minutes ago, and it's the lady, it's Mrs. Owen, and she's calling me. She says, Darryl, I have a question for you. First of all, hey, I haven't talked to you in 30 years, but I have to ask you a question. When I was in the hospital, I saw a woman come in, a beautiful, tall, blonde woman, who said to me, Darryl asked me to come to talk to you. I have no idea what she's talking about, because I don't, I haven't seen her in 30 years. I don't know anybody she knows anymore type of thing. But she said this beautiful woman came in the room and said, Darryl asked me to talk to you. Isn't that amazing? Now, this woman was under pain meds. She was on the propanol stuff, the same stuff Michael Jackson had, because they were going to ease her way out of this life in comfort. That's how far gone she was. Okay, so yes, she was under this influence, but she swore. Now this is a month later, and she calls me to ask me and to thank me for sending this person. She wants to make sure that this was real, and I said, I have no idea what you're talking about. And we started to put two and two together, and maybe our prayers, this vision of this person coming, this angel of sorts, or this messenger of God, or God herself, and God himself in this form, whatever. So it's absolutely incredible to me, because now this lady's talking to me, and she is coherent. She's doing really well. She's still on meds, and she has to watch everything she does. She's home alone, and she's doing fantastic, and she's filling me in. And she said, this is the last thing I'll share, is that she told me that a pastor from St. John's Lutheran Church came in, and we don't, in the Lutheran religion, you don't administer last rites, but the pastor was informed that, by all accounts, that this woman is on her way out. And so he held her hand, and she was in a tube, virtually unconscious, and he started to read Psalm 23. And as he was reading Psalm 23, this woman's lips began to move to read it with him. And the doctors were amazed, but her son Richard, who's like a 60-year-old guy, ran out of the room and was to the doctors to say, this is amazing. But she started to do this with him, and her recovery within days, things got better. And the doctor said it's an absolute miracle. That's a testimony from somebody you can't believe. it's one thing about faith is you have faith and things shouldn't amaze you when something happens, but when it does, it creates a smile on your face. This woman said somebody came to her in a vision and said, Darryl asked to talk to you, asked me to talk to you, and we prayed. I asked people to pray. So never have doubt. Whatever you're going through, have faith. Pray for people. Pray for yourself. Ask, and you shall receive. And have a great day. And thank you. I'm sorry this is a little incoherent. Literally got off the phone 5 minutes ago, and I just wanted to share it while it was fresh in my mind. So it's great to hear a praise report. Thank you, and God bless you.